Hey everyone, Zazzy here, and today we're going to take a quick look at the Black Rock Shooter anime.
ラクロクチューターどこへ行ったの聞こえますか
For those of you who don't know, Black Rock Shooter is a song composed by Ryo, a member of the band Supercell, and was inspired by the artwork of Fuket, a member of the same band. The song itself is sung by none other than Hatsune Miku, a sort of virtual idol that is also the mascot of Krypton Future Media's Vocaloid series. The song eventually found its way onto Japanese video site Nico Nico Doga and also YouTube. The song had attracted nearly 3 million views in a very short period of time. And thanks to the immense popularity of the song and its characters, it didn't take very long for companies to develop merchandise and eventually the anime. The anime has been airing since February 3rd of this year and is being produced by Studio Ordet. Now the studio has only made plans for about 8 episodes for the series, and you might be thinking that doesn't leave a lot of room for an involving or a deep storyline. But only 3 episodes in so far, not only is the story pretty complex, but it's pretentiously complex. I'm not saying that as a bad thing though. It's actually the reason I really like this series. The story begins with Black Rock Shooter in the middle of a battle of some sort, and some kind of place with tiles and rubble everywhere, and she's being all poetic and for some reason, and yeah, it's a little hard to get into when you're new to this. And now she's shooting black rocks because she's Black Rock Shooter, and she's shooting a giant eyeball and explosions and something's eating the screen, or I don't know about you, but I like what I'm seeing here. Oh, no time for that now. This is what you really want to see. More schoolgirl anime. Look at all them schoolgirls walking around being all anime girls and schoolgirls and...
短い
I agree. Those are short skirts. So anyway, this is our main protagonist. This is Mato Kurai. She appears to be your typical everyday schoolgirl anime protagonist. She's kinda klutzy, she's young, she's bubbly, she's in middle school, all that good stuff. Along the way we meet other important characters like Yomi here, who obviously does not look like Deadmaster in any way, shape, or form, and also Yu, who also does not look like the character Strength in any shape or form. Much like how Mato does not look like a boy.
こっちのセリフあ何すんだよ何よ
Other characters that appear in the show include Mato's mom and brother, who appeared in the OAV, Arata Kohata, who is the basketball team captain, and also Saya Irino, who was a counselor at the school. Wait a minute, that's Rei Kurosawa from Fatal Frame 3. Let's hope she doesn't have to drive anyone home. We saw how well that went in Fatal Frame.
He blew his mind out in a car.
Not every character has been completely explored just yet, but I'm still interested in learning a little more about them as the series goes on. You probably noticed by now that the series is going to go back and forth from sort of alternate reality to the real world, and that the characters from the real world are somehow related with the ones that are fighting in the next. It's gonna be like this for pretty much the entire series, at least from what I can tell. So if you don't like that sort of thing, if you're not into the whole alternate reality, the alternate parallel reality thing, then this probably isn't for you. Probably the best example of this is when Mato meets Kagari for the first time.
まだ帰らないのかな帰れ帰れ帰れ 係が言ってるんじゃないよ。メアリーがそう言うの。
Kagari is Yomi's friend. She's a young girl who's confined into a wheelchair, and also appears to have a slight mental problem. That's pretty insane, but it's still not as bad as this. It's anime! A lot of the characters' motivations, both the real world and the ones in the other world, are usually driven by stuff like this. And I can tell you that things are about to get a little more interesting in episode 3. I'm not trying to spoil anything here, but at that point some of the characters are starting to see visions of the characters in the other world. Where the drama scenes are very touching, the action scenes are totally kick-ass. It doesn't help that these character designs make me want to see them in a 2D fighting game. And I'm a guy who learned everything he knows about fighting games from Guilty Gear. All joking aside, these action scenes can be really freaking brutal. It's a good thing she's an anime character, or else that would have really hurt. No fictional characters were harmed in the making of this anime. As someone who likes to draw, and someone who's also doing a review on this thing, I have to talk about the animation and visuals. During the real-world segments, you're not really gonna find anything new. It's not anything that you haven't seen in any other slice-of-life anime or like school anime. It's colorful, sure, but it doesn't really leave much else to look at. Don't get me wrong though, it's still very nice looking. But where it gets really nice looking is when we get to the other world. This for me is obviously the best part of this show. Much in the same way where the best part of Silent Hill is when you get to the other world, and you find that everything in the other world is just a twisted and more macabre version of your hometown. In Black Rock Shooter you still get the same effect, but instead of being a different version of Mato and Yomi's hometown, it's instead this sort of large desolate wasteland of broken buildings and debris everywhere. Where is this place supposed to be? What is it supposed to be? What did it used to be? Who knows, but all I'm saying is it looks really freaking awesome. And it's a really nice contrast to the real world too, where everything is sort of small and contained within the school and the characters' homes. It's lively, there's stuff going on, there's people, it's inhabited. The anime is only 3 episodes in so far, but I can already tell that by the time this anime is finished, I'm gonna be sad. I really enjoy it that much. And I'm recommending it to anyone who's a fan of the artwork, the characters, Vocaloids, the song itself. I think it's just great. Even if you don't find yourself enjoying it as much as I do, it's only 8 episodes long, so it wouldn't really take up too much of your time. That about wraps up my quick review on the Black Rock Shooter anime. Until then, I'll see you next time.